Anything can happen when these two teams share the field, and that is exactly why this matchup has been circled by so many Patriots fans all week long. On paper, New England has every reason to feel confident, even optimistic about what could unfold. There's a real belief that this team has the talent, the discipline, and the momentum to walk into this game and impose its will from the opening kickoff. At the same time, anyone who has watched the National Football League for more than 5 minutes knows how dangerous it is to assume anything comes easy. Every Sunday has a way of humbling teams that get too comfortable, and this game could just as easily turn into a battle that comes down to the final drive. That uncertainty is what makes it compelling, and it is also what forces the Patriots to stay locked in, focused, and ready for every possible scenario. One of the topics that has sparked a lot of discussion this week revolves around individual recognition and how much it really matters at this point in the season. Seeing players like Drake May and Christian Gonzalez earn Pro Bowl nods is well-deserved, especially considering the level they have played at throughout the year. Their consistency and impact have been undeniable. At the same time, there's been some frustration surrounding Marcus Jones not being selected, particularly when it comes to his work as a punt returner. Watching him operate in space, with his quickness and ability to slip through tight lanes, it is easy to argue that he brings something special to that role. He is explosive, elusive, and fearless. Still, there's also a bigger picture to consider. His contributions at cornerback have been extremely valuable, and the last thing this team needs is to overload him with responsibilities that could put him at risk. At this stage, the focus is not on exhibitions or accolades. It is on winning meaningful games and keeping key players healthy for what lies ahead. That bigger picture becomes even more important when discussions shift toward playoff positioning and how aggressively the coaching staff should manage snaps in the coming weeks. There is a scenario where New England could find itself with the division locked up before the final week, and that opens the door to some tough decisions. The idea of limiting starters or pulling them early is always controversial because players want to compete and maintain rhythm. However, the physical toll of the season cannot be ignored. Every snap carries risk, and when injuries begin to pile up, the margin for error shrinks quickly. The balance between staying sharp and staying healthy is delicate, and how it is handled could have a significant impact on January football. Offensively, one of the most fascinating developments has been how defenses are being forced to pick their poison when lining up against the Patriots. Stefon Diggs continues to command attention on every snap, and defensive coordinators are reluctant to ease up on double coverage, no matter how other receivers are performing. That reality opens doors for players like Mack and Matt Collins, who have benefited from the quarterback's ability to elevate those around him. Collins, in particular, has seen his production jump in a noticeable way compared to previous seasons. That growth is not accidental. It reflects trust, timing, and a quarterback who consistently puts his receivers in positions to succeed. Drake May's presence under center has changed how defenses approach New England, and that ripple effect is being felt across the entire offense. Diggs remains the focal point, though, especially when his snap count rises. When he is on the field more consistently, the offense looks different. Routes develop more cleanly, spacing improves, and the threat of a big play forces defenses to stay honest. The last few weeks have shown how critical his usage is, and when his involvement increases, so does the overall efficiency of the passing game. This is not about one receiver carrying the load. It is about how the pieces fit together and how the quarterback orchestrates everything with confidence and command. As the season moves deeper toward the postseason, conversations naturally shift toward aspirations that go beyond weekly matchups. There's a growing belief that this team has the potential to be more than just a playoff participant. The dream scenario involves securing the top seed in the conference, earning that crucial first-round bye, and letting the rest of the field battle it out. Achieving that, however, requires more than just winning out. It demands help from other results around the league, and that lack of full control makes the path both exciting and nerve-wracking. New England must handle its own business first, taking care of division rivals and closing games with authority, while also keeping an eye on how other contenders fare. When looking ahead to possible postseason matchups, confidence does not seem to be in short supply. There's a sense that this Patriots team can compete with anyone when they are playing clean, disciplined football. Some opponents present tougher challenges than others, particularly those with elite defenses or physical styles that test patience and execution. Still, the belief remains that New England has the versatility and mental toughness to adapt. Whether it comes down to controlling tempo, protecting the football, or making timely adjustments, this team has shown growth in those areas throughout the season. That growth has been driven largely by the quarterback. Drake May has emerged as the clear centerpiece of his roster, not just because of his arm talent, but because of his poise and leadership. Watching him command the huddle and respond to adversity has been one of the most encouraging signs for the franchise. He has taken a significant step forward, playing with confidence and decisiveness that separates good quarterbacks from great ones. When the offense stalls, he finds ways to stabilize it. When opportunities arise, he capitalizes. That consistency is invaluable, especially as the stakes continue to rise. On the flip side, there are still areas that demand urgent attention. The red zone defense has been a glaring weakness, and it is something that cannot be brushed aside as the competition stiffens. Allowing opponents to convert too frequently inside the 20-yard line puts unnecessary pressure on the offense and limits margin for error. Even slight improvements in that area could swing games in New England's favor. Tightening up coverage, improving communication, and winning individual matchups near the goal line will be critical if this team wants to make a deep run. Injuries, unfortunately, have also become part of the conversation. The physical nature of recent games has left several key players dealing with concussions, muscle strains, and other issues that take time to heal. Depth is being tested, and every practice report is being scrutinized. Managing those injuries wisely could make the difference between entering the postseason strong or limping in with a depleted roster. That reality reinforces why discussions about resting starters are not just theoretical. They are practical considerations rooted in survival and long-term success. As the regular season approaches its final stretch, clarity will start to emerge. Division scenarios will be settled. Seedings will come into focus, and the Patriots will know exactly where they stand. Until then, every decision matters, every snap is evaluated, and every performance carries weight. The mindset remains simple but demanding. When the game's in front of you, stay healthy and continue building towards something bigger, knowing that the real test is still ahead. As the season progresses, the focus on the Patriots has increasingly shifted from individual accolades to team accomplishments. While Pro Bowl selections like Drake May and Christian Gonzalez draw attention and praise, the conversation around Marcus Jones has become a flashpoint for fans who understand just how vital his contributions are on special teams. His explosiveness as a punt returner is undeniable, yet the coaching staff has wisely limited his workload to protect him from the physical toll that comes with returning kicks. Jones' primary responsibility remains at cornerback, where his speed, awareness, and playmaking ability have been game-changing. Protecting key players from unnecessary risk has been a recurring theme for the Patriots this season, particularly as the playoffs loom and the margin for error narrows significantly. Every matchup from this point forward carries heightened significance, and that includes how the team approaches the final weeks of the regular season. The possibility of resting starters or adjusting snap counts for certain players has sparked heated debate, but it is a strategic move grounded in sound logic. Injuries have already begun to impact the roster, with several key contributors dealing with concussions, hamstring strains, and other lingering issues. Managing these injuries while maintaining competitive balance is an intricate juggling act. Coaches must weigh the importance of each game against the health and readiness of a roster, recognizing that a single misstep could have cascading effects during the postseason. The stakes are amplified because, even if the Patriots secure a playoff spot early, the number one seed remains out of their hands, dependent on the results of other teams, particularly the Denver Broncos. This scenario creates tension between seizing control of the moment and strategically preparing for the bigger picture. Defensively, the team has faced questions about how to handle elite opposing receivers. Stephon Diggs continues to command the spotlight in coverage schemes, demanding double teams and constant attention from defensive coordinators. This strategy, however, inadvertently creates opportunities for other receivers like Mack and Matt Collins to exploit single coverage. Collins, in particular, has experienced a notable increase in production, a testament to both his talent and the quarterback's ability to elevate the players around him. Drake May's leadership and timing have been critical in creating space and opportunities for his teammates, proving that football is as much about chemistry and trust as it is about individual talent. The balance of offensive threats ensures that the Patriots remain unpredictable and difficult to defend, keeping opposing coordinators constantly adjusting their schemes in response to what they see on the field. The offensive efficiency of the Patriots is closely linked to snap counts and utilization, particularly for primary playmakers. When Diggs sees a higher percentage of snaps, the entire passing game opens up, allowing for cleaner route running, better spacing, and increased chances for explosive plays. This is not simply about one player dominating the ball. It is about leveraging talent in a way that maximizes the overall effectiveness of the offense. Collins and other skill players benefit from this distribution, highlighting the importance of calculated play calling and understanding personnel strengths. The quarterback's ability to read defenses, make split-second decisions, and place the ball accurately has been pivotal in sustaining drives and creating opportunities across the board. As the Patriots set their sights on postseason aspirations, confidence has become a central theme. There is a strong belief that this team is capable of competing against any opponent when executing disciplined, mistake-free football. Each potential matchup presents its own set of challenges, with teams like the Denver Broncos posing a unique test due to their defensive prowess, while others, such as the Buffalo Bills and Pittsburgh Steelers, may present different types of challenges that rely on strategic preparation and mental toughness. Versatility and adaptability have been hallmarks of the Patriots season, allowing them to adjust to various styles of play and maintain competitiveness regardless of the opposition. Control of tempo, precision in execution, and situational awareness remain key pillars of their strategy, particularly as they navigate the final weeks of the regular season and look ahead to the playoffs. Drake May's emergence as the centerpiece of the roster cannot be overstated. His development as a quarterback has been transformative for the team, not only in terms of tangible performance metrics, but also in leadership and command of the offense. Watching him operate in high-pressure situations, manage the huddle, and make calculated adjustments has been a highlight of the season. May's presence elevates the players around him, creating an environment where receivers, tight ends, and running backs can thrive. His ability to read defenses, anticipate coverage shifts, and deliver precise throws has made the Patriots' offensive unit more dynamic and difficult to contain. The trust he has earned from his teammates translates into on-field confidence and consistency, key factors for a team aiming to compete deep into January. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The NFL rumor mill is on fire, and if it proves true, New England fans might be witnessing the dawn of a defensive era unlike anything the league has seen. Whispers from inside sources suggest the Patriots have secured a deal with none other than Aaron Donald, the dominant defensive tackle who has terrorized quarterbacks for nearly a decade. If this actually happens, New England's defense could transform overnight into something out of a nightmare for opposing offenses. Imagine a Patriots front line featuring Donald anchoring the interior, flanked by the team's existing young stars and seasoned veterans. The chatter among insiders is that this move could create a unit capable of suffocating any offensive line, generating pressure up the middle while freeing edge rushers to wreak havoc. Analysts are already speculating about how coordinators around the league will have to reinvent game plans just to keep up. The Patriots have long been known for strategic brilliance, but pairing that with arguably the most disruptive defensive talent in the game might push their defense into all-time great territory. Sources close to the team hint that the front office views this not just as a roster upgrade, but as a statement to the league New England is serious about reclaiming its identity as a defensive powerhouse. Some insiders even compare the potential impact to the Patriots' legendary defensive squads of the early 2000s, suggesting a Patriot Wall 2.0 could emerge, one that dominates the trenches and dictates the pace of every game. Opposing quarterbacks could soon find themselves under siege, with Donald collapsing pockets before they can even think about making a read. Of course, nothing is official yet, and the usual caveats apply. Contracts could fall through, medical evaluations could derail plans, and the league is full of surprises. Yet the mere possibility of Donald in a Patriots uniform has already set social media ablaze, with fans and pundits speculating on a defense that could redefine the team's trajectory. If it happens, New England may be on the verge of creating one of the most feared defensive units in recent memory, a squad built to dominate every down and strike fear into anyone daring to enter Gillette Stadium. The rumor alone is enough to send shockwaves across the NFL, but if it becomes reality, Patriots opponents might be in for the longest, most punishing season of their careers. Could this be the dawn of a new dynasty, or at least a defensive juggernaut the league won't forget anytime soon? Only time will tell, but for now, speculation is running wild and Patriots fans are dreaming big. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.